Hey there, quick note before we dive in. What you're watching right now is a lesson from one of my courses that I've decided to release completely for free here on YouTube so you don't have to pay a dime. So instead of asking you to buy my course, if you want to show your appreciation, here's a couple of things that you can do. Like this video, share this video, subscribe to my channel. These small actions tell YouTube to share my content with more people, which is a huge help. Also, feel free to check out my recommended equipment links in the description below. If you do purchase equipment from these links, I do get a small commission at no extra cost to you whatsoever. Or if you want to, you can leave me a super thanks or even just hit play on one of my playlists. I know it sounds silly, but if you just hit play on one of my playlists and let it play in the background, even if you're not paying attention, it tells YouTube, hey, people are watching these videos. I'm going to push it out to more people. So even if you just want to do that, I would love it. I would appreciate it so much. And then lastly, if you're looking for more personalized help, I do offer private coaching that you can find in the description of this video. Either way, I really appreciate you, whether you choose to do one of these things or not. Just by simply watching this video, it means a lot to me. Thank you so much. Now, let's get to the lesson. Okay, so when it comes to placing your speakers, you need to create the equilateral triangle setup. You want to set up each speaker so that the distance between your listening position and your speakers are equal distance apart from each other. This ensures that the sound from each speaker reaches the listening position in sync. If you were to have one speaker slightly further away or closer than the other, one channel would arrive slightly sooner than the other, throwing off the equilateral triangle and your effectiveness when mixing your audio. Not only should the placement between each speaker and the listening position be equal, but the distance each speaker is from the wall should also be equal. You get the idea. We're looking for symmetry here. As far as speaker height is concerned, it's best practice to have them placed so that your ears are directly even with the tweeter. It's also ideal to have the speakers placed on detached, dedicated stands rather than on your desk where they would likely reverb through the desk as you played audio, creating multiple issues. Now, if for whatever reason you can't go the dedicated stand route, there's a few other options out there that can help reduce reverb that will likely travel through your desk and other surfaces. So, what are those options? Option number 1, isolation pads. You would place your monitors on top of these to help reduce the vibrations from running through your desk and other surfaces. There's multiple versions to choose from at multiple price points, so just find what best fits your needs and your budget. Option number 2, isolation stands. These are another great option for reducing vibrations. Option number 3, isopucks. I actually use these personally and love the results. And finally, option number 4, which we go back to the dedicated stands. You can actually combine these together if you'd like. For example, you may want to buy dedicated stands, but also place one of the other options underneath the monitors as well. Another good rule of thumb is to try and set up your listening position so that you're facing the shorter wall of the room. The longer the audio has to travel before hitting a hard surface, the easier it will be to treat, because the longer it has to travel, the less energy it will have before finally hitting that hard surface. Another tip is, in most cases, towing in your speakers towards you will give you the best results and reduce the amount of reflections on the sidewalls.